is going to be a key.
Jaden Jaeger, another of the gifted freshman class for the Hoosiers. Bumps it up there. Now she'll attack out of the back row. Martin first contact. Addie Lyon trying to work it to the back to Mendelson. Martin puts it up. Selman dug there nicely by Avery Freeman. One of the dual-headed liberos that'll see action about 2 kills per set and needing that production from the middle to complement Kennedy Martin. Jaeger coming up. Vanilla Alonzo Cortheas trying to save the day on the outside. Bumped up by Faldudo for Penn State. Here's Audrey Jackson, one of the liberos for the Hoosiers. And that one finding the floor, off speed, working for the Hoosiers.
When you make a shot, when your feet aren't there, it's hard for a young player sometimes to know when they're in those situations. So in Ewing's case, she's learning game by game, and experience is really what's going to help her figure that out better.
Cross court, what a dig from Grimes. So racing that opportunity from the Hoosiers. Krichkovich going to sell on the slide. Good reaction from her. Jaeger tools the block.
Krichkovich is so impressive to me.
Indiana the first to 20 in this opening set. Jaeger bombed it off the body of Jocelyn Nathan, who's checked in as a DS. Up front, Nichols trying to put that down. Hoosiers able to keep it alive. Lyon to the outside. Selman finds the floor deep.
Jillian Grimes plays in middle back for some of these rotations here.
Grimes, half-dozen kills already for Penn State. First contact there. Martin out of the back row with another bullet. Came back over courtesy of Audrey Jackson. Krichkovich coming back to Alonzo Cortheas. Martin with an up. Tatum through the Penn State block. We'll see if she goes again, because it did spark Penn State. Problem was the deficit was just too large at that point, it felt like. Kennedy Martin cross court. Krichkovich first contact. Jaeger trying to work with that down the line. Nathan playing it from the back for Penn State. Selman with a big cut. Krichkovich with a tricky serve. Grimes working for Selman. Indiana block is ready. Selman again. Good pass from Freeman. Off speed from Tatum. Tatum again, down the line.
It works a couple of times, and then the block's going to adjust, and you have to find a different way to score a point. And so Iowa doing a really nice job of finding points.
Long rally to start this first point. Iowa keeps it alive, rolled over by Warden. Now tight over to Tompkinson, but Iowa's gonna block in, take the first point here.
Good change there for Van Zandt.
Yeah, timing is a huge difference, and I think that is every young middle's dream to switch over to the outside. Swung over by Warden. Randall's gonna push that out to DeBoer. But Markwart keeps it alive, tipped over once again, and scrappy play on both sides of the net. That's gonna be dumped over by Amaral, and that's gonna be a kill.
Left side, look at the power that comes from that arm.
Swung by Aguayo. Iowa keeps it up, and Van Zandt is gonna free ball it over. Kept alive by the Illini's defense. Aguayo tips it to the middle.
Kill, but at the same time, she understands the job that she's out there as an outside to do and get the kill.
Now Aguayo, the freshman, with the serve here for Iowa. Set point, she makes it in. Kept alive, pushed out to Philpott. The slide, but Kogan keeps it alive. Out short set to Hernandez at the front row. Dumped over, and that's gonna be the kill from Amaral. That gets the Hawkeyes the second. Van Zandt's gonna recover that one for the Hawkeyes. Push out to Aguayo. Philpott recovers, but Phelan keeps it alive. Kirsch hits the ball over. And Iowa out to Van Zandt. And a big pass for Hernandez out to Tompkinson. She puts that one down for the Illini.
At Raleigh, they got the free ball. Get it to the right side. Tompkinson turning that.
Aguayo serving again right off her last ace. But a good recovery there for Amaral. DeBoer with the big swing. It's going to be tight. Philpott swings over the block. And again, talking it out. Thielen sends it over to DeBoer, puts it down!
That can be built around going forward. Kristen Simon, the freshman libero, serves it up for Wisconsin. The slide attack from Kaya Castle. The overpass tapped down by Castle, but the Badgers keep it alive. Anna Jones with the dig there for the Buckeyes, and Castle a little bit off time on that swing. Here's an overpass, and Allie Andrew, one of the best overpass hitters, I think, in the Big Ten.
So disciplined up at the net, right? She makes this play look easy, but really uses her height, 6'3".
Back behind the line, Vajic hit negative against Nebraska for the first time this season. Excellent 6 rotation outside for the Badgers. Tooman sets Jones, and a roll shot dug by Simon. Collier tools the block.
You can see, I mean, Friday's match against Nebraska was just a defensive show. If it's not an in-system pass, you got another setter out there that can run an in-tempo offense.
Horner throws it to Collier, popped up by Gibson. Over to Gauthier, she keeps it alive after the rejection. Tooman pushes over the free ball. And Booth puts it down. Point Wisconsin. They handle Ohio State in the second set, 25-12. So it's Hasbrook who serves her counterpart Simon. Egan sets the feet. Hasbrook the dig. Gibson for Gauthier. Simon the bump set. Over to Egan. Staller swings it to Gauthier. Horner at the net for Booth. Point Badgers. Kamaya Gibson with the serve. Tight to the net. Horner keeps it on Wisconsin's side. It does go over. Collier on the run. Hasbrook the dig. Big swing by Tooman. 2 setters on the floor. Tooman gets another crack at it. The up by Simon, and the overpass cleaned up by Castle, but Simon dug it. This is a great point here. And Webker is blocked. Point Wisconsin. Sarah Fanowska from her teammates in the huddle.
I didn't know blocks could be that.
Match point, Wisconsin. Wardlow the dig on Castle. Gauthier, a great dig on Collier. Hasbrook, sensational dig. Hasbrook, another dig. Joust at the net. Collier. Webker. Collier again. Gauthier a dig. No one home for Ohio State. And Wisconsin takes care of business on the road.
Away from Seattle, first of 2 regular season meetings between these 2 teams. Left side, there's Hendrickson cross court. Couldn't get it down. Ball is going to be bumped over by Ava Jo Berry, also in. Little tip by Hendrickson. Huskies, another attack by Mateska. Easily dug out by Lee. Singletary in the middle, not yet. Hendrickson 1-on-2. Longest point so far, our 4th point of your Sunday afternoon. 2-1 Bruins. Out to the left side, Mateska. Sliding up there. It's Kate Duffy. Point continues. Big battle here in the front. Free ball back over. UCLA's got it. Duffy. Backside, and Sheridan Leverett with the finish. 3.81 kills per set to lead UCLA. Maggie Lita serve. Ball will be slapped down the middle. Back set, Haney is just trying to drop it right there at the 10-foot line. It is picked up by Kat Lutz. Checked in a moment ago for the Bruins. Out to the left, Barton off the soft block, covered by Lee. UCLA on the move. Leverett Got it. Cross court, Sheridan Leverett.
With a lot of real estate available.
The Bruins have Lutz and Schumacher on the court together right now in the back row, playing some good defense, along with Maggie Lee, by the way. Another nice dig by her. Leverett looking to the short corner, picked up by Hurd. Over the wall goes Markley. Touched by Briscoe. Bruins get it back. Leverett. Hurd again with the cover. Washington, Barton. Lee flying around on that back line like crazy. Free ball from the left side. Huskies coming this way. Haney misses wide, and UCLA ties it up. At the line with her 15 assists, 6 dig, 1 ace, 1 block. The stat line today so far. Aaron pass. Hurd bump it up. Soft slap cross court by Mateska. Can't get it down. Singletary in the middle is dug up. Markley. And this time their jump there easily popped up by Hendrickson. Leverett denied. Bruins looking to go up by 5. Little tip Hendrickson. Hurd sliding up there. Markley again. Rally continues. Leverett roofed. Haney and Markley. Leslie Gabriel looking on in her 3rd year at the helm. Front court, Duffy. Slide right to Briscoe. Denied by Barton. Bruins again. Lee. High off the wall. Right there, Schumacher to keep it going. Slide right, Briscoe again. Zerd sliding up there with the dig. Markley is dug up. Maggie Lee. Right in the path of Mateska. Markley over the wall. Popped up. Long point again, our 30th of set 2. Kept alive by Hurd. It is an overpass. Lee looking for the dump, can't get it down. The point continues. Leverett high off the wall, and good for the kill. So the leading attacker on UCLA this year. By the way, for Markley a moment ago, her 18th ace of the season. Bruin lead is up to 3, and they're 3 points away from a 2-set lead. Markley swings. And that is going to be dug up by Cooling. Left side, Briscoe up top. Keeps it alive. Lee off balance. Denied. Huskies doing a fine job at the net again. Over the wall, and Lee, that is Pauley on its feet. Looking to go up 2 sets. Joust. Picked up by UCLA, looking to win it again. 25-20 are the Bruins. Lee is dug up. Barton inside of 10. That is dug by Schumacher. Slide right, Briscoe. Mistimed a little. Dug up Mateska, back row. Barton. This will be Lee, awkward angle. Hurd with another dig. A long 45th point to set number 2, in which the Bruins are looking to win it right here with Briscoe, and she's got it. Brooklyn Briscoe gets just her 2nd kill on another fittingly long point, because that's been one of the themes of the day. Howry out to the left. Mateska looking to wipe it off the block. This time the Bruins get the cover. Lee inside of 10. Off some fingertips. Barton there to pick it up. Duffy backing up her front row. And Lee gets it to trickle in off the wall. Leverett back deep again for the Bruins. And in play right down the middle of the court to Barton. They run Markley off the fingertips on one knee. Leverett with the cover. Hurd. Another dig. Number 19 for her. Mateska swing dug up. Bruins reading Mateska better to start out set 4. That's one thing that's already been noticeable. Huskies scored first to start set 4. Bruins with the last 3. Right side, Markley over the wall. Nice dig, flat out, Leverett. Lee on the left, can't get it down. Markley again. Avoids the wall, but another nice flat out dig. Duffy. Duffy's got 19 digs as well. Right side, Ivkovic. Her 2nd swing does not go. Bruins, the block is going wide. So the Huskies score out on the left.
Preventing anything from happening.
Blocked again. Michigan, and then an overpass. Michigan survives. Demetrician, a tip. Keeney, Anderson. Anderson and Anderson get denied by Serena Naibu. Michigan needs an answer. Demetrician Poor reception. Schnickels, an overpass. Purdue sets up shot. Heaney. Haynes blocks. Purdue keeps it alive, and they send it over with Woolard. Cochran. Edwards. Schnickels. McAleer digs. Purdue sends it over again. Edwards. Haynes this time. Middle blocker gets it done. 20-19. Needed sub. Trixie McMillan. Defense serves again. So safe serve. Inside the field of play. Anderson tries to catch Michigan sleeping. Play at the net. Jacobs. Heaney gets dug. Schnickels to Jacobs. Heaney. Michigan rolls the ball along the net. Jacobs angles one back into play. Heaney finds a spot and wins the point for the Boilermakers. 11-8 Purdue in the fifth set. All square at 2. Burke. Jacobs. Soft. Slowed down by the back row. Woolard denied. McAleer keeps it alive. Anderson sends it over. Gordon is denied!
A loose ball on Maryland's side. So
I took one off the dome. The headset went flying, and apologies to anyone in the control room who had to hear whatever the headset made on that one.
good dig by Navarrete. Bullington shot blocked at the net by Gukshin. El Nadi trying it now. Floater dug out by Williams. Maryland able to work in system. Maluwal, Navarrete on the ground. Dignan hitting it behind her. El Nadi gets it over. Good defensive job by Northwestern. Set too far there by Gukshin, and Northwestern gets the kill. Haley Melby back to the service line. Nordermere setting for Rylan Reed. Floater, who he is there though. Far side, Rohrbach, Gabrielle Gary digs it out. Drew Wright setting for Rylan Reed. Melby's dig going over the net. Northwestern gonna get a chance to set this one up. It's Campbell Paris, but tipped at the net by Hui. Maluwal with a ferocious shot. Off Drew Wright and out of bounds. Taking her time. Big point ahead. El Nadi digs it out. Lauren Carter with the quick set. And Maryland working back in system. They're going to Maluwal. Carter digs it out. Drew Wright setting for Bella Bullington. Shot blocked again by A.J. Maluwal. Let's take a look at those blocks again, Gabe.
The most effective part of her game, being able to reach over.
Maluwal taking her time. El Nadi digs out the serve. Carter setting for Rylan Reed. Almost a miscommunication there, but Allie Williams able to keep it alive. Rohrbach going the kill. Lauren Carter does a good job chasing it down. Maryland now going to set things up in system. Back set for Rohrbach. Lauren Carter there. Gary getting it over and finds Hayter.
Reaction completely unprepared for a shot to just fall right in the middle.
Gary shot. Melby with the diving save. Hui gets it over. Drew right there. Nordermere setting for El Nadi, the floater. And Maryland doing a good job at keeping it alive. Maluwal's shot dug out by Drew Wright. Nordermere back to El Nadi. Easy for Rohrbach. That was a tough shot to dig out, but Drew Wright was there. El Nadi, Hui's there. Wagner setting for Maluwal. Shot met at the net. Good rally, and the Cats win it. Doing a good job there. Off the net, El Nadi does a good job staying with it. Back set for Bella Bullington. Travels back over the line. Northwestern gonna set things up. It's Rylan Reed, the floater. Beautiful save from Allie Williams. Just had to stick her hand out. And Northwestern with another chance. This time for Gary. Melby getting it over. Reed palms it down. Adam Hughes.
Big Ten Media Days. Northwestern projected 15th, Maryland 16th in the preseason poll.
Nordermere setting for El Nadi. Good dig from Allie Williams. Lily Wagner working to Melby, blocked by Simkis. She's making her presence known at the net right now. Lauren Dignan diving to the ground. Nice dig from her. El Nadi shot blocked by Maluwal. Another notch on her belt.
But that's not going to help us phonetically.
Eva Rohrbach serving. Nordermere setting for Campbell Paris. In the back row is Kennedy. Set for Melby. Drew Wright able to dig it out. Nordermeer to El Nadi, floater, pushed back by Gutchen. Campbell Paris just gonna have to get it over. Rohrbach to the ground, keeps it alive. Hannah Melby, Haley Melby, shot in the air. Cross-court pass to El Nadi, what a dig from Kennedy. Big point Bruin. And Maliwal's shot can't be handled by Nordermeer. Maliwal back-to-back kills in Maryland. 5 digs and of course 12 kills. Now looking to make an impact at the service line. Nordermeer runs over Drew Wright trying to get to that one. Good opportunity for Maryland. Wagner trying to catch them sleeping. Battle at the net. Gutchen trying to put it down, but Bella Simkis wins this battle. All afternoon, Northwestern looking to close the deal in the 4th set. Lily Wagner setting for Maluwal. Lauren Dignan able to dig it out. Rohrbach and Gary at the net. Rohrbach wins it. Rylan Reed into the middle, but Melby's there. Wagner setting for Sydney Bryant on the far side. Aya El Nadi doing a good job in the back row. Shot dug out by Williams. What a job done by Allie Williams. Point still going. Bella Bollington met at the net by Sydney Bryant. Wagner, the back set for Maluwal. Gary gets a piece of it. Back and forth point brewing. Bollington the floater. Williams kept it alive. I don't know how she did that.
Pancake after pancake for this Maryland team, just finding ways.
And Bollington finally ends the point. The best point of the afternoon, and the Cats get it done. Bella Bollington.
You can see the relief on her face. Back and forth that point went, and Maryland just finding ways.
Alec not known for going off of 1 foot, but they're usually able to handle even when Riley's pushed off the net.
Great pace out to the pin to Landfair. A little quicker tempo to Landfair, not down. Aggressive swing from Paulette. Right back to her again. Over pass. What defense. The D-ball off the block, off the fingertips of Landfair. Landfair with the opportunity, closes it out.
She was named the best middle at the 2024 U23 Euro Championships.
Tough serve there by Clemente. Jackson on the slide, did not get all of it. Pushed outside from off the net. Back down on a swing by Myers. And also hook the Ducks. Myers got a touch on it again. Harper Murray into the block. Good awareness there. Solo block, Harper Murray.
Defense on both sides of the net. You can see here, Harper Murray's going to dive kind of at this D-ball, keep that right hand pressed to the middle of the...
Saw the celebration, and I thought, okay, maybe I didn't see that one right either.
I mean, that's a good teammate, though, Larry. If you're getting more pumped up for your teammate than you are yourself, right?
Rolls it off the top of the block. Bergen Riley, back row, Sigler. Diving up by Choboy, but cannot keep it alive.
Kill of the match. You'll see here, Choboy almost able to get that up, but then too tight to the net.
Bumps, sets it out of the net. Taylor Landfair, good up there by Shepard. Myers pulled inside. Nebraska's block was there. Another free ball opportunity. Landfair. What an angle there for Landfair, right at the feet of Shepard.
This is all because of Bergen Riley. Check this out. She's really balanced. You can't tell where she's going to set, and because of that, that ball barely came to her, and somehow she gives a hittable ball to someone. So she's really been hustling.
Good push out to Myers, not down. Another free ball. A lot of options. Back row, Harper Murray. Good dig. Second touch. Bergen Riley, so good.
Coming, you'll see Sophia Myers, the left side blocker. She's going to jump with Riley on this tight ball.
Back, so UCLA wants to keep building this lead that they lost.
Singletary serves Hurd. Middle back. Tip over the wall, saved by Duffy. A swing here for Maggie Lee, and Hurd barely able to handle that herself. Back over to UCLA. Lee again, And right into the block. Wessels and Howery get the block, the 13th of the day for Washington.